Hello and welcome. In this math tutorial, our task is to find the real values of x that satisfy the exponential equation on the board. And to solve this problem, let us remember that when we have a plus b over c, that this is equal to a over c plus b over c. So what we are going to do is that we will rewrite this equation, and this is how we are going to write it. We have 2 to the power 2x squared divided by 2 to the power 4x plus 5 plus 2 to the power x squared plus 2x plus 2 divided by 2 to the power 4x plus 5. And of course, this is still equal to 1. Now, from our studies of indices, you know that a to power m divided by a to power n is simply equal to a to power m minus n. So here what we have is 2, because of course in this case a is equal to 2. That is the common base. So we have 2 to the power 2x squared minus 4x plus 5 plus, in this case we have 2 to the power x squared plus 2x plus 2 minus 4x plus 5. And of course, everything is still equal to 1. And when we open this bracket, what we have is 2 to the power 2x squared minus 4x, minus plus is minus, plus, here we have, opening this bracket, we have minus 4x minus 5. So here we have 2 to the power x squared. Now, 2x minus 4x is equal to minus 2x. And 2 minus 5 is equal to minus 3. And of course, this is still equal to 1. Now, let us look at these two exponents. Here we have x squared minus 2x minus 3. And here we have 2x squared minus 4x minus 5. Of course, you see that we have a common factor between these two. And we can write this as 2 to the power 2 multiplied by 2x squared divided by 2 is x squared. And minus 4x divided by 2 is minus 2x. And of course, we still have minus 5. Plus, in this case, we leave it exactly as it is. Minus 2x minus 3, and everything is equal to 1. Now, in this case, we have x squared minus 2x. And in this bracket, we have x squared minus 2x. So, let x squared minus 2x be equal to d. With this substitution, we can now write this equation as 2 to the power 2 times d minus 5 plus, in this case, we have 2 to the power d minus 3 is equal to 1. And of course, once more, from our studies of indices, you know that we can write this as 2 to the power 2d divided by, because of this negative sign, 2 to the power 5. And in this case, we have 2 to the power d divided by 2 to the power 3. And of course, this is equal to 1. 2 to the power 5 is 32, and 2 to the power 3 is 8. So this equation is 2 to the power 2d divided by 32 plus 2 to the power d divided by 8 is equal to 1. Now let us do one more substitution. Let 2 to the power d be equal to y. Of course, you know that this can be written as 2 to the power d all squared, because you know that when we have a situation like this, all we have to do to get rid of these brackets is to multiply these two powers, and d times 2 is equal to 2d. So in this case, we have y squared over 32 plus y over 8 is equal to 1. Now, to get rid of these two fractions, let us multiply through this equation by 64. 32 into 64 is 2. So here we have 2y squared. 8 into 64 is 8. So here we have 8y. And of course, 1 times 64 is equal to 64. Rearranging this equation, we have 2y squared plus 8y minus 64 is equal to 0. Now we can factorize this equation. Let us use the table method. The factors of 2y squared are y and 2y. And the factors of minus 64 are 8 and minus 8. Now, y times minus 8 is going to give us minus 8y. 2y times 8 is going to give us 16y. And 16y minus 8y is going to give us 8y. So we have that the factors of this quadratic equation are y plus 8 and 2y minus 8. And of course, this is equal to 0. But then we know that this statement simply means that either y plus 8 is equal to 0 or 2y minus 8 is equal to 0. From here, when we subtract 8 from both sides of this equation, we have that y is equal to minus 8. And from here, when we add 8 to both sides of this equation, we have that 2y is equal to 8. And dividing both sides of this equation by 2, we have that y is equal to 4. But now let us remember that 2 to the power d is equal to y. So in this case, we have that 2 to the power d is equal to minus 8. But of course, we know that there is no real value of d that is going to give us a negative outcome. So this equation is unacceptable. In this case, we have that 2 to the power d is equal to 4. But of course, you know that 4 is equal to 2 squared. Now, when you compare the both sides of this equation, we have that d is equal to 2. And of course, now we come back to this equation. We have that x squared minus 2x is equal to 2. To solve this quadratic equation, let us use the completing the square method. Since the coefficient of x squared is already 1, the next thing we are going to do is that we will add the square of half the coefficient of x to both sides of this equation. Now, what is the coefficient of x? It is minus 2. What is half of minus 2? It is minus 1. So we are going to add minus 1 squared to both sides of this equation. When we do that, we have x squared minus 2x plus minus 1 squared is equal to 2 plus minus 1 squared. Now, of course, you know that this is a perfect square. So we take 1x and we take 1 minus 1 and we square. And this is equal to 2 plus minus 1 squared is equal to 1, which of course is equal to 3. Now, the next step to solving this equation, of course, is to take square root of both sides of the equation. When we do that, we have that x minus 1 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 3. And of course, when we add 1 to both sides of this equation, we have that x is equal to 1 plus or minus the square root of 3. So this is the value of x that satisfies this exponential equation. Now, to check our answer, we are going to substitute these two values of x into the original equation to make sure that the equation is satisfied. And we are going to check both values of x at once. Let us start by evaluating these three exponents. Here we have 2x squared. That is 2 times 1 plus or minus root 3 squared. Now, when we open this bracket, we have 1 squared, which of course is equal to 1. Then we have 2 times 1 times plus or minus root 3, which of course is equal to plus or minus 2 root 3. And then we have plus or minus root 3 squared, which of course is equal to plus 3. Because of course you know that plus root 3 squared is equal to 3. And minus root 3 squared is also equal to 3. 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So we have that x squared is equal to 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. So 2x squared is 2 times 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. 2 times 4 is 8, plus or minus 2 times 2 is 4, root 3. So this first exponent is equal to 8 plus or minus 4 root 3. Now, to evaluate this exponent, of course, we already have that x squared is equal to 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. So this is going to be 4 plus or minus 2 root 3 plus 2 times 1 plus or minus root 3 plus 2. Opening this bracket, we have 4 plus or minus 2 root 3. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times root 3 is 2 root 3. Of course, plus or minus. Then we have plus 2. 4 plus 2 plus 2 is equal to 8. So we have 8. And then we have plus or minus 2 root 3. Plus or minus 2 root 3. Which of course is equal to plus or minus 4 root 3. So we also have that this exponent is equal to 8 plus or minus 4 root 3. And in this case, we have 4 times x plus 5. 4 times 1 is 4, plus or minus 4 times root 3 is 4 root 3 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is equal to 9. So we have that this is equal to 9 plus or minus 4 root 3. So here we have 9 plus or minus 4 root 3. So now we can substitute. Here we have 2 to the power 8 plus or minus 4 root 3 plus 2 to the power 8 plus or minus 4 root 3 divided by 2 to the power 9 plus or minus 4 root 3. We see what this gives us. Now you can see that we have 2 to the power 8 plus or minus 4 root 3. And here we also have 2 to the power 8 plus or minus 4 root 3. So we have 2 of these in the numerator. So we can write this as 2 times 2 to the power 8 plus or minus 4 root 3 divided by 2 to the power 9 plus or minus 4 root 3. But of course, you know that this is 2 to the power 1. And remember from our laws of indices that when we have a to the power m multiplied by a to the power m, this is simply equal to a to the power m plus n. So here we have 2 to the power 1 plus 8 plus or minus 4 root 3. Of course, 1 plus 8 is equal to 9. Then we have plus or minus 4 root 3. And this is divided by 2 to the power 9 plus or minus 4 root 3. And of course, this is going to divide this to give us 1, which is exactly what we have on the right-hand side of the equation. So these two values of x satisfy the given exponential equation. And with that, we come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you learned something new. If you enjoy such content, please subscribe to the channel. Leave us a like to support the channel. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.